So two things really, internal and external. If we look internally, the Syrian economy was in a state of severe crisis. After 13 years of civil war, poverty was widespread and infrastructure was completely broken, damaged. If you look at manufacturing, production and services, they were in a disastrous state due to 13 years of war. So what this meant was soldiers, militias, and even supporters of the regime, they weren't receiving money, they weren't receiving salaries, and all of this led to a lot of corruption. So the security class, who was in constant war for a 13-year period, their economic situation was even dire as well. If we now start looking externally, Iran, who had saved the Syrian regime, Iran, who entered the war effort, committed untold atrocities, what they were doing was actually embedding themselves in Syria. So although Bashar al-Assad welcomed them in, as far as he was concerned, after 13 years of war, Iran had basically outlived its welcome. Then probably I would say the most fundamental thing that changed after 13 years of war was October 7th, what happened in Gaza, what happened in Israel. After October 7th, what Israel wanted was all the proxy groups should be destroyed in the region. So Hezbollah, Hamas, then obviously the Houthis as well. And what Israel did was it managed to convince the Americans that this had to be the case in the region. So where Syria came into this equation was Hezbollah's supply line ran from Iran, through Iraq, through Syria, into Lebanon. So Israel wanted that supply line gone, and that was where the end of the Syrian regime came into play. So what happened? America, we now know, because this has been revealed by the groups that were involved, the US arranged the proxy groups in the south of Syria, and they linked up and coordinated with the groups in the south, so HTS, Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, and what we know then was history. They launched strikes from the north, and from the south they came to Damascus, and we saw that long march from Aleppo down to Homs, down to Hama, and then eventually into Damascus. So what that means is Ahmad al-Sharaa didn't just come out of nowhere. He's actually been on the radar of the US for a very, very long time. So really, the country was in a dire strait for 13 years of civil war, and then these external factors, this is what fundamentally made a difference.